Start streaming.
It's streaming?
It should be.
Let's take a look, see here. Yes, we are live again. We are live again. How is our audio? All right. There we go. Oh, it says excellent connection, though. Maybe bitrate is something with connection.
Okay, now they can hear you.
Excellent. Excellent. Wait, you saw a comment?
No, I have the stream on.
Oh, okay. All right. We are back and have returned. Today it is just me and Champ. No Starblast. He's fired just for this episode, but he will return next episode. Today, me and Champ are going to be talking figures. There has been a lot of figure reveals. What's up, SEA? There's been a lot of reveals between like Marevel Legends, a lot of Figuarts stuff with like Star Wars. They announced a new figure line, new Dragon Ball stuff, or really just one thing. Anime Mythos, aka Beastieties. They announced some new stuff coming out. What else am I missing? Some more third-party stuff. But we want to talk Tonsenarts. Yesterday, Tonsenarts made a post saying they are no longer Tonsenarts. Yo, what's up, Cyber Spiral? So that was going around, but then we found out that they have a new name, which I believe is pronounced... Let me take a look here. I think their new name is pronounced Kamino. K-A-M-I-O-N-E. That's their new name. And then they also revealed a new Gogeta. And then we also have that Goku on the bike that should still be releasing since they just swapped their name, which is what all these third-party companies are doing that makes Dragon Ball figures. So, The Gogeta looks really good. You see it there, Champ? The picture of it?
Yeah,
it's the one with the guy holding it. Yeah. Because the other one, that's DF, demonical fits Gogeta. So we have a couple prototypes of some Gogetas, which is awesome. And I believe they're from Fusion Reborn. It looks really good. So picture of it? Yeah. Tonsenarts is not done. They're just swapping their name is all. So that's definitely good news because they really make some great action figures. So we got that out of the way. Don't worry, everyone. Tonsenarts is not finished. So let's jump into the Marevel Legends stuff, Champ.
All right.
And I want you to start off with this one here from the Daredevil show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do we have a picture of it?
Yeah.
No, we do not. Okay, so... And this was, I think this was
revealed a couple days ago.
Yeah, I think
like when the last episode came out.
Yeah, so it's a good thing that we got the, hey, Ghost Tab, how's it going? Guys, let us know how the audio is, because I fucked up the first time, so...
Let us know.
It should be good now, so don't let Heesh know that I fucked I'm the one in the cockpit at the right now. I'm the one flying the Millennium Falcon, so
I'm Chewbacca. He's Han Solo.
Actually, you know what? Right. I'm Ray right now. I'm crashing the Millennium Falcon. I'm like on Jakku, just
we're like on fire as we're flying in space.
Yeah.
Right. So continue on with the Marevel Legends here.
Yeah. So they showed Hasbro showed the Marevel Legends John Bernthal Punisher.
Looks really good.
I don't know if it's a Hasbro exclusive. I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's a not HasLab. What's their website?
Hasbro Pulse.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think that Daredevil was too as well, but I think it's
but like big bad toy stores getting them and stuff still.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good that we're getting I don't want to say reissue, but at least we're getting a new Netflix Punisher, because I know the other one, the first one, it's like oh my god, it's like so much money now. It's like over $100 or
So's
something
the
like
yeah,
that.
so's the Daredevil one.
Yeah,
So I think both of them are kind of getting updated figures. The Daredevil looks very similar, but the Punisher, the face sculpt is like spot on.
yeah.
Yeah.
But my main complaint with this is, well, I
Yeah.
guess he doesn't come with a trench coat, but we, spoilers, we haven't seen him wear a trench coat yet. So,
Yeah.
and then the next thing is that he barely comes with any guns. He comes with like one pew pew, a knife, and then a hatchet, and
Yeah,
one
yeah.
and one trigger finger.
Trigger finger hand, yeah.
Yeah,
Which Champ isn't too happy about.
I'm not. I'm not at all.
I mean, I haven't seen the last episode, which I know that he's in more of. Is he just using one gun?
I think so, but I would still think you want to have him with multiple guns, though.
Yeah, I would think so too. But they're probably
I'm
going
not.
off
I'm not at all.
what he had
I mean,
in
I
that
haven't
episode.
seen the last
episode, which I know that he's in. I mean, it looks really good overall. I most likely will pick it up. The Daredevil, I don't know if anyone else is going to make Daredevil.
Yeah, I would.
I would love to see some other companies make them, so I might have to pick that up. But I did pre-order one of the figures, which we're going to jump into now, which is the Symbiote Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. That I pre-ordered. That looks really, really good.
That was showed off a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So the Bully Maguire suit, basically, with the emo hair and everything, that looks great. But I'm really disappointed though. They reused the No Way Home mask head sculpt. So I guess we're going back to third parties, buying the accurate head for that.
Probably,
there's two guys you can buy them off of Instagram. I don't remember their names. It's like they do 3D, like they do their own like sculpts, third party head sculpts for Mayfix, Spider-Man, Marevel Legends, Figuarts. A lot of people, they're pretty cheap too. They're like $20-$25, sometimes 15.
Well, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I don't remember what the name is. It's like Fall.
And it's painted?
Yeah, painted. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Really,
yeah.
really.
You know what it is? If you're charging $40-$50 for a custom Marvel Legends head sculpt, a lot of people probably aren't buying them because that's more than the goddamn figure. You know what I mean? So cool that it is affordably priced, so
yeah. But I don't know why. Again, I don't know why they're reusing the No Way Home. I guess just to
the unmasked one.
No, the mask one.
Oh, the mask one.
Because the eyes and the chin does not look like the Raimi like.
Yeah.
Mask,
it's
so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised that they reused that Spider-Man. Maybe because it's. I mean, that's the only Spider-Man of Tobey Maguire they made. But yeah, they definitely could have retweaked it. But Hasbro, they definitely cut corners.
Yeah.
With stuff like that. Next for Marvel Legends, they did show off Thunderbolt stuff, and they didn't look too bad. I kind of like Sentry Suit. Sentry Suit looks pretty cool. I definitely dig that. I don't really care too much for the other figures. Like, I don't even know like half their names. One was U.S. Agent, right?
There's a super soldier, another super soldier, and then 3 assassins that are all ladies.
Yeah. And they all come in 2-packs, like Sentry and U.S. Agent, and then what's her name? Black Widow's stepsister and Crimson Red or something. What's his name? Guardian, Crimson Red. Guardian. Yeah, Red Guardian. Yeah, so they're in 2-packs. I got to see the movie first to see even if I would want to get them, but I highly doubt it. Sentry I might want to get because Sentry is a pretty cool character. I want to see how he is portrayed in live action since we haven't seen him in live action yet. Continuing on here, we have our second release that was announced about a week ago for the Maximum series line, and that's Hulk. And this Hulk looks pretty damn awesome. But like what you were saying, you didn't like how we're getting 3 different artists' head sculpts with him. I'm not a fan of that. You want to do maybe 2? that's cool, but you're doing 3 different ones, I'm probably just going to use one of them, and then each of them has a different facial expression.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, man, what if I wanted the angry teeth gritted head with this hairstyle? So now you're stuck with that, which kind of sucks. The one thing I do like though is the rubber upper torso that they gave you, so you can really use those butterfly joints that they gave him. But the figure itself looks really nice chunk of accessories. And it's funny, you and me were talking about how we haven't gotten like a Marvel Legends or just a 1/12 scale Hulk figure in general released in a while. And it was funny, like a week later, this gets announced. So this could possibly be the first Maximum Series figure I might pick up.
Yeah.
I heard it's going to be possibly $60, which
Yeah, it's gonna be
isn't too
it's gonna
bad.
be like $60. So
Yeah, like 59.99 or something like that.
yeah, which
Not
ain't
too
too
bad.
bad. Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'm just a little disappointed with the head sculpts. So hopefully, maybe there's
Yeah.
a third
I
party
do
out
like,
there.
I only like one of them.
Yeah, I only like the teeth grinning one, and then I do like the yellow one, but his hair is like blown back. So I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then the other one, yeah.
The other one, I don't know. He
Yeah,
has like he
the
doesn't
yelling,
have like
screaming one
pupils.
I like.
One of them he doesn't have
Yeah.
pupils, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't
I
really.
think that's the small, because you have an angry teeth gritted where his mouth's really wide, and the angry teeth gritted where
Yeah.
his mouth is smaller. I don't know if you could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the hairstyles I don't like. I think it's the one that's on the figure there. Like it kind of looks like slick back or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it is odd that we're getting 3 different head sculpts from 3 different artists, or a head sculpt from each artist, 3 of them. It's kind of odd. What do you guys think about that with the Maximum Series Hulk getting 3 different style head sculpts instead of just one artist head sculpt? You know what they could have done? They could have gave you 3 head sculpts from each artist and did 3 different versions of this Hulk. Then you could have had the option of which one you wanted,
What's crazy is that I think if you look closely at the figure, it doesn't have pinless joints.
No?
I don't know what.
I mean, he does on the arms, they're pinless. I can't really tell on the legs though. But the rubbery torso is definitely cool, and to me that is upgrading a Marvel Legends. We've never seen that with Marvel Legends. We see that with Storm Collectibles, sometimes other figures. So I do like that they're starting to upgrade a little bit, which is definitely awesome, especially with this line that they're trying to, I feel like, compete with like imports.
Yeah.
So I do like that they did that. And like I said, this might be the first Maximum Series figure I get, because I do like the color green. I mean, it does have the classic look Hulk. And I think I like 2 of the head sculpts out of the 3. Because like you said, the one that doesn't have pupils, that's the one I don't like.
So on his legs, he doesn't have pinless joints, but it looks like his
Okay.
arms, he does.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna copy.
And then I do like the broken missile, and then you have like the electricity effect and stuff. But
yeah,
it is a pretty damn cool looking Hulk figure, especially from Marvel Legends. So I do like what I'm seeing. I do like this a lot more than the Spider-Man.
To be honest, as a huge Spider-Man fan, I pass on the McFarlane Spider-Man, the Maximum Spider-Man, because I don't know. I just think
I passed on it too.
It just feels like you're just reusing,
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me. This Hulk, though, like what I was saying, it does look a bit updated,
Mm-hmm.
Plus he has toe hinges, something we've never seen on their Hulk figures. I do like the ball peg torso, and like I said, the rubbery torso, so they definitely did upgrade a few things, and you get a nice chunk of accessories. Last Marvel Legends, we'll just go over quickly. The Weapon X, to me, it looks like a reuse. I don't know if there's new parts or if they updated articulation from the last Weapon X we got, because that Weapon X was pretty cool, but we are getting a new Weapon X in the retro card style packaging.
Yeah.
And I think that's really it for Legends. Right?
Wasn't there something else announced either today or let me see?
If there was today, I didn't see it. I know there was some Star Wars stuff that was revealed. I'm sure you know.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
I love Star Wars. I love
There was a
Star
lot
Wars.
of Figuarts Star Wars stuff revealed too that we'll get into shortly, but we're just trying to cover the last, like, the Marvel Legends here. And if there's like Black
Let's
Series
see.
stuff you want to talk about, be my
So let me
guest.
check. I know McFarlane has
Yo,
announced.
Dolly.
I know
Yeah.
McFarlane has shown off and announced some new stuff he's coming out
Oh
with.
yeah, the movie Superman
Movie
stuff. Yeah.
Superman, yeah.
Hmm.
He he's got the Lex Luthor, which actually looks pretty dope.
Yep. The
Um,
robot looks pretty cool.
oh, the
And
Superman drones or
then there was
whatever.
like a kaiju that he
Yeah, there was like a
showed, which looked kind of
kaiju.
cool. Yeah.
They showed off
Who's the
Metamorpho.
other? Oh, Mr. What's his name? The other
Mr. T,
superhero in it.
the guy with the T mask or whatever.
Yeah, Mr. Terrific.
Mr.
That's it.
Terrific, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They showed him as well.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then
So
let me see.
I wonder how long he has the license for.
I think it was until
How much
next
longer?
year, no?
Oh, so he still has it for the remainder of this year.
Yeah, that's why he's like
Interesting.
announcing all these new figures and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
So
like,
you
oh yeah, I'm
can't
gonna announce all these
do
new
like
Batman toys. You know, we got Batman
Yep.
Returns.
Now he's like doing more new Walking Dead stuff. It's like, bro, Walking Dead has been dead, no pun intended, for a while. I mean, it still has its fan base, but there's other stuff you could definitely do.
Star Wars, yeah. For Star Wars, because Ghost Dad was talking about it, they announced today for I guess because they're having the Star Wars celebration in Japan right now.
Yeah.
They
Oh yeah.
showing off the nice sister Marin, who's from
Mhm.
Jedi. What is it? Jedi Survivor. That came on the PS5.
The game, right?
Yeah, the PlayStation game.
Yeah, and then they showed another the main character, right? Doesn't he have
Cal
a weird?
Kestis
It's like a
and
handlebar mustache.
Yeah, so so in the game
What
there's
the hell?
different customizations you can have with Cal. You can change his
Ah,
lightsaber hilt, you can change his clothes, his hairstyle, you can give him a 70s.
he comes with a cool creature or droid. What was it? A creature, right?
So that is I think that's
That's a
BB
2-pack.
yeah, so
another
it's a
droid?
2-pack and it comes with
Yeah.
what is that? Is that BD8? I think so.
Few droids.
Yeah, so it comes with the hold on, it says right here on it. Cal Kestis and Turgle and Scuba Steve. I'm not even making that up.
Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve. I'm
from
not
Big
making that
Daddy.
up. That's actually a character you can meet on the side quest in the game. But
Yeah.
a weird 2-pack to have those two with Cal. You think you would put like I don't know, like maybe someone else. I don't know, like maybe the villain of the video game. The other
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to spoil it, but other Force wielder, lightsaber
Hmm.
Jedi survivor.
What's like the big character people are losing their minds off of?
From Jedi's Fallen Order?
No, one of the reveals that they announced.
Oh, that's Dash Rendar.
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
the,
who the hell is that?
So he is from the old EU. He's a smuggler that basically helped the rebellion get the original Death Star plans to the rebellion. I think it was the second or the first one. I don't remember. But he was a
Old
huge
Republic?
No, not Old Republic. I'm talking about the old canon for like, you know, the Star Wars like the
Bucks?
the Rebel Alliance or whatever.
Okay.
But he's a huge fan favorite character.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was in what game was he in? I think it was Dark Empire, I believe. But yeah, first person shooter. A lot of people loved him. I'm just waiting for Kyle Katarn. Where's my Jedi Outcast figures? Come on. That's what I want. They also showed off a new Han Solo. Looks like a new mold. And a new Chewbacca. Hold on. Oh damn it! I lost my place.
I wonder if they updated them. Do they have any more accessories?
Probably
something. Black Series really skimps off.
So Chewie just has his cross guard or his bowcaster.
You know what'd be cool with Chewie? Give him a goddamn yelling head sculpt with his regular one. You know what I mean? Yeah. For Han Solo, maybe give him like a smirking head sculpt and a basic one, or a smirking and a yelling one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's stuff they need to do that they just slack on, and it's like, damn, dude. Anything else?
They also, well, this ain't toys news, but apparently that there's a new Star Wars film that was just announced, which I don't know if anyone's excited for this, but it's
Mandalorian and Grogu?
No, it's called Star Wars Starfighter, directed by Sean Levy, stars Ryan Gosling.
Is this going to be the horror theme one?
And this is set 5 years after Episode 9. Okay. So it takes place in the sequel timeline.
All right. You heard that they're going to be doing like a horror themed Star Wars movie? I don't know if that's going to be it. I think it's something else, but I read about that the other day. I'm like, oh, geez, they're trying to expand it into other genres. I heard some
controversy with the new Andor Season 2 that this supposedly going to have some adult content that is going to turn some people off from watching the show.
Oh.
Which features SA in it, which, you know.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know about that. Like, I know Star Wars has some very dark themes and, you know, Anakin killing kids and whatnot, and you know,
yeah,
but like,
yeah,
but it's another
Master
thing.
Skywalker, what should we do?
But it's like you're going a little too over the edge. You're going a little bit to the deep end. Like, I understand you want to create more content for the Star Wars adults, but the fact that you are going to cover that kind of topic is just a little. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I never watched season 1. I never been interested in watching it, and I heard it was really good though. And season 2, I just never been interested in. But something I am interested in is in this new animated series of Darth Maul. Finally, they're doing something with him, even though it's not live action. I'll take it. Darth Maul is such a fan favorite. I don't know why it took them this long. Yeah. Yeah, so we kind of got off figure topics for a little bit, but a lot of Star Wars news is going on, and we're going to talk about Star Wars. We're going to talk about the SH Figuarts Star Wars stuff shortly.
Star Wars.
All right, so next here, Mess Toys, which is CT Toys. I think Champ's having too much fun with himself over there. Mess Toys, which is CT Toys, I guess, and their other name, they have 2 names. CT Toys makes like a bootleg Mafex, which I just ordered one off eBay, but they're making a symbiote Spider-Man off the Amazing Yamaguchi 2.0 Spider-Man body, and it looks so good. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be super affordable because their figures are cheaper because they're bootlegs. And a lot of fans were asking for them to make a symbiote spider out of their knockoff Amazing Yamaguchi regular Spider-Man, and they have answered us. So that's going to be coming out, and it has a really cool matte look, and I'm hyped for it. It's supposed to release in June, and I don't think it's went up for pre-order just yet, but I am super hyped for that. I don't know, Champ, if you're really big with Amazing Yamaguchi style figures. I mean, it's pretty much an Amazing Yamaguchi. They just made it symbiote Spider-Man.
I've seen like pictures of the Amazing Yamaguchi figures.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I showed you the pictures of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about like yeah, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of how the mold looks, and like, don't get me wrong, it looks like it's a great figure to articulate and make poses out of. But
they are.
I don't know, just something about it, just how like the joints stick out and everything, just looks a little. I don't know, that it's not something that I feel like collecting, you know.
Yeah, some people aren't fans of Amazing Yamaguchi, but this I definitely want to pick up. So now let's get into Figuarts. Wait, no. Mythos Anime. I know this was announced like a couple weeks ago, but they're making some new Brolys. And Mythos Anime, if those of you who don't know, that's Beast Deities, Kong Studios, same company. They just keep switching.
Remember when we were trying to tell Heish like, hey, it's Kong Studios, And he's like,
Yeah.
no, it's not. It's not. And he's like, this is a different studio.
He was fighting us. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
and he
fighting
was
us,
like, or he's
thinking it
like,
was
no,
the
it's
new
not it.
studio.
I was like, dude, it's it.
But
Like, this is the third time. Like,
yeah,
Beast
they
D.
look too similar to how Beast did their stuff. They're doing it the same way, but adding more of the other character stuff to it, like
We got in a
armor.
debate because he was like, I was like, dude, you gotta look at the picture. The whole like the armor thing that's on top of the Goku's that comes off, and you put on the shoe.
Yeah. He's like, then why does it have monkey feet? I'm like, could you swap them with Goku's shoes? Yeah, so these third-party companies making Dragon Ball figures like Tonsenarts, as we were just talking about, have to keep changing their names because most likely Tamashii Nation's Figuarts is probably trying to go after them. But once they change their name, they can't do anything. They got to cut that off and try to go after the new company. So it's ways for third-party companies to keep saying, hey, F you, Tamashii Nations, we're going to keep doing our thing. So, yeah, now they're Mythos Anime and doing this. Now we could jump into... Oh, wait. Yeah, Mythos Anime. They're making... Their Brolys were so popular, they're like, screw it. Let's make some more. So they're making Super Saiyan 4 Z Broly, Super Saiyan 4 5 Z Broly, and they're doing Broly before he goes Super Saiyan, like with the tealish hair.
Yeah.
In the first Z Broly movie, which is a version of Broly I've been wanting Tamashii Nations to make for over a decade. Thank you, Mythos Anime, for making this. Me and Champ weren't going to buy like any other Broly stuff, but once we saw this, we're like, yep, we got to get it. Yeah. I definitely need to get that Broly, the one from the first movie. The Super Saiyan 4 and 5 I could pass on. I know Starblast again, all of them.
Of course he is. I forget how to say it. Sorry, Kuzo. What's up? He said Tozen's back. They just showed off their Gogeta. They're calling themselves Dissolved for now. Tozen, they're saying they're dissolved, but they
said they dissolved, but now they're under a new name called shit. What was it? They're under a new name called Kamoni, Kamione. That's Tonsen's new name right now. So he said he's been talking with Starblast. Yeah, Starblast was the one that showed us that, but it's Taitoki. Taitoku.
I think he's talking about his...
That's their new name.
Okay.
So whatever the hell their new name is, they're not done. They just switched up their name, which is good. And that Gogeta they showed looks dope.
Yeah.
Kamoni? Yeah, it's like Kamione.
Let me see. What was it they showed it off at?
Yeah, Kamione. That's what I saw in the description under that post from Starblast. Oh, he was saying his name. I was saying, like, wait, that's their name?
Confused.
Yeah. Kuso. Yeah, it's Kuso, Champ. That's how I... Yeah, he always said that was the right way. And yeah, DF showed theirs as well. Yeah, we're talking about them in the very early stages of the episode. Yeah, DF will take ages. They just have when they showed their Gogeta, they showed their full prototype of their Bojack Trunks also. Champ, did my video go off? Oh, there we go. All right, so now we can jump into all of the new Figuarts stuff.
Figures.
And since we're talking Star Wars, we might as well talk about all their Star Wars stuff. I mean, they finally are making General Grievous, which is awesome. It took them like 8 years, but we're finally getting General Grievous. They had him on display and everything with the Obi-Wan Kenobi, so that's definitely cool. He's probably gonna be pretty damn pricey though. I bet he's gonna be like $100 or more.
He's gonna be 120. He's gonna cost money. He's cooler.
Well, they also showed a Kid Anakin from episode 1, which is kind of random. It looks like they're gonna reissue Mace Windu, but with a cloth wired Jedi robe, so that's dope. No. Maybe they'll give him more face sculpts this time instead of the same face, one looking straight ahead, same facial expression looking left or right, whatever it was. And then we have Luke training with older Yoda that Figuarts had on display as well. So I guess the Figuarts line is not done, and they're gonna continue making stuff, which they should, man. Star Wars is popular. People love Star Wars. I don't know why.
I love Star Wars.
Yeah, the line was so quiet for so long, so I don't know why they weren't making anything. You know, they could have updated figures, which is what they're kind of starting to do now. So, but I like that the line isn't done and it's still going on. But yeah, so next year I'll let you talk about this because I know you're really hyped about this new figure line from Figuarts.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah, JoJo. We talk about the JoJo.
Yeah.
JoJo!
And you know more about
Wait,
it too.
Gino, Sana, JoJo!
What's crazy? He's on full character. What's crazy though, I've never seen them reveal so many figures to a new figure line.
Yeah, I was surprised about that because I thought they were gonna just like maybe they're gonna show off like maybe the main protagonist or antagonist of like maybe one arc.
Yeah.
Like I thought they were gonna start with like maybe Stardust Crusaders because that's like everyone's like favorite part with Dio.
Is that part 3?
Yeah, that's part.
That is part 3. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, either they're gonna do Stardust Crusaders first, or they're doing Phantom. Was it Phantom Blood?
That's the first one.
That's
or second
part one. Yeah, with the mask.
Okay.
And
that one I
vampires and Hamon. But
Dio.
Totoro. But
and that's
JoJo.
Is that one Jonathan or is Jonathan 2?
So
Joseph's the first
one.
The
first one is Jonathan.
Okay, then Joseph.
Joseph, his grandson. Then Jotaro, which is Joseph's grandson.
Everyone's favorite JoJo.
Deal. Then the fourth part is Josuke, who is Joseph's son. There's a whole thing about that.
It's weird. It goes forward, back.
There's a reason.
Forward.
Reason. If you watch the anime, there's a reason.
Yeah. I only got up to part 2. I'm like in the middle of it where he's training and he's about to. That lady who's training him, I found out what is his mother.
Oh, Lisa?
Yeah, but he didn't find out. Like, they never mentioned it. It kind of got spoiled for me. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh,
okay.
about him. Oh yeah,
that's his mother training him, and I don't even know if she knows, but he has no idea.
Yeah. But yeah, so they have the all the protagonists from parts 1 through 6. Jotaro, Giorno Giovanna, and Jolene, who is Jotaro's daughter.
Yep.
And I'm excited because I know we're going to get the stands, and I know we're going to get the villains too. What I'm also excited for is that these will probably be a lot more cheaper than the Super Action Statue.
Yeah, they're the only one that make
$100, and they don't look that good.
Yeah. Like you know what it is? Their articulation isn't good. Their detail, I love their shading on their figures, but they're just not engineered well.
Yeah.
And the articulation isn't great. I mean, I haven't bought an SAS in a while.
I bought the Jotaro when we went to MegaCon. I think
I
bought it for like $89. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's a steal. Fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, it is because all their figures are super pricey, especially after they release. They got even more pricey. But that's the only figure line that was making 112 JoJo figures. Yeah. So this is a really smart move by Tamashii Nations because obviously that line's popular. It's still going from Super Action Statues, so it's a smart move for Tamashii Nations.
Yeah,
to do that.
I think they announced some new Part 7 figures of the protagonists. I'm not too sure. I think they already came out with them before.
Super Action Statues?
Yeah, Super Action. I think for Part 7 because the anime was just recently announced for Part 7 Steel Ball Run, which is the next part in the JoJo anime, which is kind of like a soft reboot. So I'm interested to see. I mean, the JoJo hype is back, son. We got the JoJo back. We got JoJo back before Dragon Ball Super.
I'm just wondering if they're going to release the figures by parts, like part one, and because they always do like kind of two at a time, back to back. Or if you're gonna get one, let's say they start releasing in June, you get Jonathan first, then July releases Joseph, then August Jotaro, and then so on. Or if they're gonna do Jotaro first because that's everyone's favorite JoJo, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they're gonna release him. It looks like Jonathan will be first because if you saw that video they did, they had him in a few poses.
Jonathan.
Yeah,
It only makes
so I
sense that
think
they will go down the parts. So yeah, we'll get
yeah,
like
yeah.
Jonathan first, then maybe because I don't
But
know,
they don't
maybe
always do that.
yeah,
Release stuff in order. You know what I mean? It's they definitely do main characters first, but
yeah,
they're all main characters of each part or
yeah,
season.
all
How
the
they want to do it?
protagonists.
Yeah, so
I
it's just
definitely think what they're gonna do is do the protagonists first, do their stands, then the villains, and then the villains stands. So that's what they're
yeah.
gonna do. And the thing is,
Or they could do it. They can go back and forth with stands and
they
villains.
could. I mean,
Yeah,
part 1 and 3 share the same villain. Part 2 has 3 main
yeah.
villains.
Dio, I feel like he might possibly release in between these of the main character releases. You never know,
Yeah.
you know. So you never know. Tamashii Nations, they always throw
This
like
it's
curveballs.
definitely going to be a hit though. It's definitely going to be a hit.
Yeah. Like, look at how they've been releasing One Piece stuff.
Yeah.
We still haven't even gotten all the main strats, you know? They
Yeah.
just
They're kind of going back and
flip-flop.
forth with East Blue and then
Yeah.
the modern stuff now.
Even like with Dragon Ball, you know, they always flip around arcs. Same with Naruto, they do the same thing.
Speaking of
So
Dragon Ball, we finally got to look at Nail. A week
yeah,
back.
about time.
Nail.
Another I knew you were gonna do that.
Nail.
Before the episode, I knew you were gonna do that. In my head, I'm like, he's gonna do it.
No.
I know he's gonna do it when we talk about now. But yeah, it's about goddamn time. Not that we just got Nail, but another goddamn Namekian. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean,
He
the
does
only,
really good.
only the other Namekian that we've ever gotten was evil Demon Piccolo, King Demon Piccolo.
Oh yeah, that's right. I just consider him like Piccolo, pretty much.
Yeah, true. And it's
I
like,
mean, it is technically Piccolo's
I mean, how many
fault.
Piccolos have we had? We've had the first ever release of Piccolo.
Yeah, then they did the San Diego Comic-Con
San Diego
repaint
Comic-Con.
anime version.
And then they did
Then
the 2.0.
2.0, yeah. Then we got
they-
King Piccolo.
King Piccolo, Orange Piccolo, and then
No, Superhero Piccolo before Orange Piccolo.
oh yeah, superhero.
Yeah, yeah.
Orange,
And then Orange Piccolo.
Daima.
No.
So that's like
Oh yeah, Daima. Yeah, yeah.
So that's like 7 Piccolos. Oh, and Kid
Never
Piccolo.
even gotten. Yeah, never even gotten Dende. But I mean, really, the only other badass Namekian you would want is Nail. You know,
Yeah.
I don't even think I would want any of them Namekians from the Tournament of Power because they really weren't in it too much. They were just there.
You don't want the
to have
Namekians
fun
that
with.
Frieza killed quickly within like one frame of the anime.
Oh, how about the one that what was it that Dodoria fought? You mean?
Oh yeah. Wait, you don't want? You telling me you don't
They're
want?
like our warrior Namekians are here, and he
you
just
telling me
kills
you
them
don't
all
want?
like that.
You don't want Guru? Just a big old fat Namekian sitting on a chair.
They would just make him a statue that's molded to the chair. You can move his arms and head.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but Nail is so long overdue, man. He looks really good though. I noticed he had shading on his pants. It looks like there's shading like on his biceps on the green.
And you can
And
take
it
off
looks like
his
yeah,
jacket
the
or whatever.
sleeveless robe. Yeah, which was dope. I think we should make a cloth wire.
Yeah, I wish it was cloth right. What the fuck?
Yeah,
It
you know,
would be
we'll
so
be making
easy. It's not like you just cut with.
Yeah, I don't know why.
wrap it
Yeah,
around.
yeah, I don't know why they didn't. You know, I mean, I is he gonna be a premium Bandai?
Yeah,
I feel like he is.
of course he is.
F you, Tamashii Nations. F you.
Only available on Premium Bandai. Bring that one back.
I mean,
But-
why do that with him? Why?
I guess
People,
I don't know.
they're such dickheads,
I
man.
do wonder though. Are they officially done with the Frieza Namek saga now? Because that's like all the characters, unless they actually do come out with a 2.0 Frieza to make him look like
Yeah,
more like
that they
Mecha
could
Frieza.
do.
They could do that.
Yeah.
And then finally give us the Super Saiyan Goku with a blue shirt.
Out of all the main characters, that's really it. And they could do, more battle damage Goku, with the blue shirt. That's really it.
Battle damage Goku. Like, why isn't that a thing yet?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just realized there's other options. They could give you a Kaioken, like, Comic Con exclusive one where Goku goes Kaioken in the blue shirt.
No more.
Yeah.
No more. No more.
Give you more Gokus.
Out of all, like, the main Namekian, Namek Saga, Frieza Saga characters, that pretty much does it. Which, I mean, who knows? They might do the Kid Dende at some point.
We need a battle damage Vegeta. Actually, I think I'm going to...
No, we really do.
Actually, on...
I know when you're talking about.
Yeah, the 2-pack of the battle damage.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to buy
Who makes that? Who makes that?
Black Hole Toys.
That was Black Hole? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it did look pretty cool. But I want, like, a battle damage, like when Android 18 beat the shit out of him. Or, you know what? No. Maybe a battle damage like in the Moro or Granola arc.
Oh, when his arm is just completely...
Yeah.
That'd be
cool.
like
bloody. Yeah.
Yeah, that
was... Because, Goku...
I actually just recently read that chapter when he was fighting Granola and he unlocked Ultra Ego. Dude.
Yep.
Okay.
Ultra Ego is dope.
Just to go off sidetrack right now. These two arcs, the Granola and Mora arc, are some of the best fucking arcs.
That's what
Super, and feel so much like Z.
Yep.
Wow.
That's exactly what I said.
What the hell was good? Like, I don't know how much involvement Toriyama had with these arcs, but it almost feels like this is a great, like, step in the right direction.
Yeah.
And then now...
They're my favorite arcs in Super. Both of them. They're my favorite arcs in Super.
Like, oh my god, this, like, it's so good.
Yeah, I know.
Like, dude, what are we doing?
And how about, Gas? Doesn't that group remind you of BoJack's group?
It does.
Right.
But yeah, the last I haven't. I'm still a couple volumes behind, but
yeah. That's even figures they could do from that since they did the manga version. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, my thing keeps disconnecting, so I need to find the charger for it.
You know how we got the manga version, Ultra Instinct Goku from the Moro arc, I believe?
Yeah.
Remember we got that? They could do that with Vegeta with Ultra Ego. They can do manga stuff. So that'd be cool if at some point we do get that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just... You know what I'm glad too? We were getting so much Daima stuff. I was really like getting annoyed with it because it's like, all right, can we get some other stuff too? Keep doing Daima, but you got to switch it up. You're doing too much Daima right now. Even though I'm really hyped for that Goku. That Goku is looking really good, the adult one, because I keep seeing pictures of it like posed in hand, and now I'm really hyped for it. Same with the Vegeta. So I'm glad now. They're like, all right, we'll give you a break from Daima for a second.
Yeah.
And go back. Yeah. And then really the last thing to talk about, I mean, they did, you don't watch Kaiju number 8, but they're making Kafka, which is the main character from Kaiju number 8. But the last main thing is they're making Bonnie from One Piece in the Egghead arc. And I'm not a big fan of these costume designs, but the figure does look really, really nice and very tempting to get. You know who Bonnie is, right?
Yeah.
One Piece,
one of the pirates for the new
worst generation. Yeah. The only pretty much female captain out of all of those captains.
I just know that she likes to eat pizza and she has the ability to
get really old or get really young. Yeah. And do it to other people.
Which apparently she's a minor, so anyone thirsting over that pirate.
Yeah, she's
oh my God.
I think Oda said she's 12, but she like stays in an adult body for some reason. But
that's
she,
anime.
You know what?
That's anime.
You know what's funny? Her and Luffy get along so well because Luffy has a very immature mind, so they get along really well. But she has a pretty big part in this current arc, and One Piece is back too. And holy shit, it's about to get lit next episode. Champ, hurry the hell up. You got
I'm still in Wano. I'm on the rate of Onigashima, so
you're almost there.
Yeah,
right
I'm
after
almost
this,
there.
you'll be on Egghead. Yeah, so
Also,
yeah.
CM Brock won. Thank you for the $1.99 donation. He said we got Dende with Purunga Dragon SH.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. But
yeah.
he was more like a statue.
Well,
right?
you could articulate. I think you can. He had a little bit of articulation in
Like his
arms,
kind of like how
I think he had a. I think he had a
Cybermen
waist
were.
swivel. I'm not too sure. I think he was able to move his waist around. I'm not too sure. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I remember that thing as being so freaking expensive. So.
Oh yeah, the Purunga. Yeah. But I wouldn't mind them making like how Dende looked in like Super. More teenage and grown up.
Yeah.
Even a Mr. Popo they should make at some point, but they'll eventually.
All right, maggots.
All
Time for the pecking order. Goes you, the dirt, the worms inside the dirt, Popo stool, Kami, then Popo.
Champ, are you gonna get the chopper?
The Tony Chopper from.
Yeah. If I was you, I would get the Anime Heroes one. Because that one, he's in the Egghead art costume. If you get the Anime Heroes one, it's time skip.
I'm thinking of doing that, and I think I want to get the Sabo from Anime Heroes. Because I like his look in Anime Heroes, but I don't know. I might get the SH Figuarts one.
They'll probably do a Figuarts one of that version of Sabo at some point. But I'm waiting for them to announce the release date and show the promo pics of pre-time skip Usopp and Sanji. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you I forgot who was announced before Chopper and Bonnie, but they showed Bonnie and Chopper, and I'm like, come on, just give us the Romance Dawn, Usopp and Sanji already, especially Usopp, because we technically have Sanji to hold us over for now. But I mean, that's the classic black suit Sanji, so. And then after those two, we'll just need pre-time skip versions of the 5 other Straw Hats: Nico Robin, Brooke, Frankie, Jinbei. Who am I missing? Oh, and Chopper.
Tony Chopper.
Yeah, because most collectors want to just complete the Straw Hats. I love that we're getting other characters, but we really, really need the rest of the Straw Hats. I got 4 Anime Heroes versions of the Straw Hats to fit in with my Figuarts one because I want all the damn Straw Hats.
Yeah. You all want the Straw Hats.
Yeah, and I mean, as of now, that's pretty much all like the latest figure news at the moment.
Trying to see what else there was.
Yeah, like we covered. Oh yeah, there's the new that Goku's starting to pop up in Target and Walmart.
Oh yeah, the lowest ranked Saiyan.
Yeah.
I still can't find him. Also, the Daima 3.0 Goku, adult Goku, came out I think this month in Japan.
Yeah, so he'll be releasing probably
Next
either
month.
End of the month. I thought he was supposed to release in June, but I don't know if you guys saw, but he looked
he's supposed
really
to release
good.
in May next month. I think American.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hyped for that actually. It's the Daima animation style, but the figure, like seeing people have it in hand and posing it, it poses really good. It looks really good. The faces look real good. Tamashii Nations definitely did a really good job with it. And if you go on Tamashii Nations Instagram, they show off his articulation, and it's really well done. So I'm really hyped for that in Vegeta because I want to see how their basic body molds do in the 3.0 body mold. So that's I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and then anybody who's a fan of Sakamoto Days, we are going to be getting Sakamoto and Shin. That's a pretty good show, champ. I still haven't finished it. Sakamoto Days.
Oh, is that the one with the like shop
guy in the green apron? Yeah. Oh yeah, and we're also getting a reissue of Imperfect Cell randomly. That's so random. You can still find them for retail price. Big Bad Toy Store actually had them like 30% off. Imperfect Cell, yeah.
Oh.
He's getting a reissue. Is it May or June? Yeah,
It
it's kind of
was,
random, but
yeah, it's definitely in the summer.
yeah. But like I said, you can still find it for retail. And Big Bad Toy Store, like a month or two ago, he was only like $50 or $45 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about it there.
Yep.
That's
I think that's yeah. That's a. I don't remember if there's anything else. I'm trying to remember. I
I
think
think
that was
that's yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know.
it.
Yeah, like we got all the Marvel Legends, Black Series stuff,
I
the
also know
Figgy.
that Goku. What was it? The Goku on the bike.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Is
yeah,
coming
that's
out
right.
for
Yeah. Oh
Tonsenarts.
yeah, we went over it briefly. Yes. A lot of people are worried that Tonsenarts said they dissolved. They're still going to release it, so don't worry, guys. And it, to me, it's surprising. It looks a lot better than I was anticipating or
Yeah.
thought it would turn out to be. It looks really cool.
Did we mention over the Cell War with RR Customs and KW Studio?
The what? What war?
The Cell War, because KW Studio is coming out with the
Oh
Cell, and then
yeah, yeah,
RR
yeah,
Customs as well.
yeah. RR was the one that sold out like that on 5K, right?
Yeah, I think that they were the ones that had like all the different alternate pieces,
Yeah. The battle damage look
and I
too.
think
Yeah.
they updated the accessories where one of them is like a cell with hair. It like has a hair with his head
Oh
sculpt.
yeah.
It's based on that one fan art that someone drew. Like, so
So
that's something.
random.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It'd be funny if that cell turned out so bad and had like so many QC issues because they're a new company,
Oh
but
yeah,
everybody jumped all over it. It does look like a really good figure, but it is cool that the other company is doing it for people who missed out on the our studio ones. So
yeah.
maybe this will push Tamashii Nations to make a goddamn update one and stop trying to cheap out and reissue that old ass one. I mean, it is a really nice figure. Like it still holds up well, but it needs to be updated. He needs to be more bulky. He needs to be taller. You got to update stuff sometimes, man.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, I'll say we'll rippity wrap it up here. Any
Rippity
final
rip.
thoughts from you, champ?
All I can say is that there's so much crap coming out, and unfortunately, it's probably like the worst time with everything going on
The
with
tariffs, yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
everything's gonna be bumped up in price.
yep.
Apparently, I don't know if anyone else has heard this, but China is going to be blocking packages be sending out of Hong Kong and China to the U.S. and they're going to block any packages coming in from the U.S. as well. I think
Not surprised.
you mentioned what was it?
Hobby Link Japan, yeah,
Yeah.
they sent me an email which they sent out to all their customers. Hobby Link Japan's a pretty big Japan retailer that U.S. customers buy from a lot, like Ami Ami and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So they sent an email out saying because of the tariffs, they're no longer using shipping companies like FedEx, DHL, which sucks. I love DHL. They're only going to be using USPS EMS, which is the fastest international shipping with the post office. But you can no longer use other shipping methods, which sucks because of this whole tariff thing. So I'm hoping this doesn't affect Ami Ami because they're in Japan too. So
I'm
who
hoping
knows?
it's not going to affect Hobby Model Sword because they
Yeah,
I know he showed us he messaged them and said at the moment there are no like change of plans with them shipping out because I
yeah.
think they are based in China, so
Mhm.
we'll see. Shit.
Yeah, it sucks what's going on right now with the tariff thing. Some companies, might not get affected by it. To me, I feel like they're really trying to get companies that are really bringing in a lot of merchandise, like bulks worth. I mean, if
Guys,
it's
get
like
ready to
someone like
spend
you or
eighty
me buying
dollars on a
one
generic
figure,
Goku figure. It's coming. Oh god.
yeah, like it might be like like who knows? These domestic companies might raise their prices because the tariffs of them getting all the new figures they have manufactured over in China over here are going to cost more, so
I
they
don't know
might
if you
upcharge for
heard,
a couple
but
bucks.
there was a shipper that was coming to the U.S. that had a bunch of McFarlane figures,
Yeah,
and
I heard
it got
about this. It got
hijacked, and all that
jacked.
shit got stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn.
Good for them.
I had like the
Yeah, that's
Superman
crazy.
and Supergirl And I was like,
Was it Somalian pirates that usually do that, right?
I'm gonna be honest, it could have been just
From Captain
Americans
Phillip.
that went out and said, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
Yeah, right.
They'd
Trump
be like,
sending out like
"Fuck
our own
this,
army,
I'm not
like,
paying triple."
disguised as another country, hijacking stuff from China. That's
Shit, that's
crazy.
what we're all gonna be doing in a couple of months. We're all just gonna be pirates out on the sea.
Give me my figures.
Gonna be the great pirate era for toy collecting.
Yeah, right. Looking for the One Piece. It's just action figures.
But this it does raise a concern for third parties and bootlegs because you know you can get them on AliExpress or websites that do
5K,
ship
5K.
5K. What is it? 5K? California based.
Yeah, but they're still having stuff imported.
True, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
You know, like that's what I'm thinking. Like Hasbro, Hasbro stuff. Like a lot of figures are just made in China, and they have to have them imported over here. So that's what I'm saying. Tariffs might hit them, and Marevel Legends might go up in price again. You know,
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. We're not you damn bad. You can pay those premium prices. What's so fucked, man? I hate this.
Yeah, it sucks right now with this whole thing. It's like, dude, just leave that shit alone. You know. But whatever, man. We can't do anything. We're just people living in this country. What the hell can we do?
Yeah. Let me just read off the comments before we sign off. Kuso said bootlegs have gone way better nowadays. True.
Yeah.
That's where the majority of my fucking money's going to is bootlegs now.
Yeah. I feel like they make better stuff sometimes, like especially Dragon Ball stuff.
Let me see. They're also
the toy piece.
Someone said Super Figure said they're making Aka Ranger from Go Ranger, the predecessor to Power Rangers. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Let me see.
Shikamaru's getting a reissue. Yeah, with the fixed faceplates. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. So it could be possible.
Seems now. Oh no, go ahead.
What did Kuso was telling me to read his comment about Usopp and Sanji?
I'm trying to see if I can find
it. You see it anywhere?
I'm going down the list. So many comments. I'm only going to get through a few of them. Seems like everything now. Super Figure says seems like everything nowadays is premium Bandai. True. We actually did get Battle Damage Vegeta. Kuso says when did we get that?
Oh, Kuso said this. The reason why they aren't releasing all the strats yet is because they know Tamashii wants all the members. So their mindset is like when the fans get all the main strats, they will stop. I don't think collectors would, man. Like if you love something, you're going to keep buying those figures, you know? Because even after all the strats, there's still so many other characters I want. And there's so many characters in One Piece. Same with Naruto. Like Naruto and One Piece can turn out as huge as their Dragon Ball line as long as they do it right, which they have been with both lines as of now.
Yeah. Lurkai says, "Hey, y'all, just tuning in. What's up? Tonsen's really gone." Yes and no. They kind of did what Kong Studios did, where they're just changing their names, and they're probably going to change up their marketing tactics so they don't get sued by Bandai.
Because Bandai knows they're making better figures than them.
Which is funny that Demonical Fit has not yet gone through this trouble yet. Like
well, remember, like at one point it looked like they shut down, and then they like restarted again. Yeah, so maybe they did come after them, and they're like, whatever, what are they going to do? We're in a different country or something like that. So,
Starblast says you got to remove the stream mode notification on Discord. I don't even... What the fuck? Oh. It's funny because I keep removing that, so, you know, I don't know why that keeps showing up. Then the cameras will fit the... Okay, Starblast, if you want to fix it, you better get your ass in here next time. How about that?
Yeah, we fired you today, so you're rehired next episode.
This man comes in and he doesn't say hi or anything. He just comes in and critiques.
Starts bossing us around.
I know, right? What?
He's abusive to us.
Jesus.
But,
hey, you know, trial and error, so you know.
Yeah, I think it turned out fine.
Yeah, as long as you can hear us and see our pretty faces, so that's all
Yeah.
that matters.
The only main issue we had Starblast was there was something wrong with my volume, but Champ fixed it, and then we just redid the live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
something happened with that, but that was it really. But
this is how Champ
all right.
streams. If you don't like it, then you then you come in here and stream. God damn it. But anyway,
All right.
we'll call it there.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for coming into the stream. It's been a while since we talked figures. We've been dealing with stuff and feeling sick and stuff, but we'll definitely be back next week. Starblast.
Yeah.
But we'll be back next week talking figures and everything. Again, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel here. Subscribe to my channel and Starblast. Actually, you know what? Don't subscribe to Starblast because he wasn't here.
You do wait next week to do it.
Yes. Anyway, guys, be subscribed, stay notified, and we will see you on the next episode of the Plastic Power Podcast.
One time!